Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. First down, it's Palmer. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Palmer now. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Play action. Now Palmer. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up 4th. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. C.J. Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Anderson. Now it's Lynch. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throw on 1st down with Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Handoff comes to Anderson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 2nd down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Lynch to throw. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Anderson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Back to that Philly.
On third down, Lynch. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Second down, here's Palmer. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jaron Elliott not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And here is the punter, Shum, as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. And shedding through the tackle. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down, here's Lynch. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
The penalty, Anderson loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Lynch looking to throw on second. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now Lynch on first down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Lynch. Screen play, Anderson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now it's Lynch. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. Meanwhile, down in Chicago, and it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Vikings now heading onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
1:59 to go in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Palmer. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Come on, let's go.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. That's pulled in at the 32. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
All right, here we go.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. His throw incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now it's Palmer. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And McManus able to put it through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Toss play. This is Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He digs him partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now Lynch. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Palmer. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 3rd down, Palmer. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
On second down, McCaffrey takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They go play action here on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Give right side McCaffrey. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Meanwhile, down in Chicago, the Bears have just scored, so they add on to their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This offense, 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though, 3rd and long. To throw is Palmer, and this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And coming out now, the Broncos. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They run it again with Anderson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now let's go. Watching that party.
From the gun, it's Lynch. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Lynch to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They give it to Anderson. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, Anderson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Lynch. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now after the made field goal, Catanzaro to boot this one away on the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And taken. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Kyle Rudolph doing his job and making another nice catch. Come on, it's the month of December. You knew he was going to be there, right?
I knew you were going to go there. On first down, it's Palmer. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. To throw on second down. Palmer. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jerome Elliott in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Walt Aikens. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. C.J. Anderson. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. They've gone to the fourth up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Yard, the ball loose, and brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Let go. Wait, baby.
Here's Palmer. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on first down. This to get it back to a one-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Broncos, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's a potentially fatal blow to their playoff chances as they drop to 6-7 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week against the Oakland Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.